Hi everyone, welcome to Elevate Mindset with another video. Hope you are enjoying. Like and subscribe for more video. Thank you. The screen opens in slow motion, raindrops tapping on a window. A dimly lit room. A man sits hunched over, staring at his phone. He scrolls through endless success stories, perfect bodies, big houses, and smiling faces. Every swipe feels like a reminder of everything he hasn't become yet. The narrator's voice cuts through softly. Doubt doesn't start as a storm. It starts as a whisper, a quiet voice that says, maybe you're not enough. He looks around. His unfinished work, the unread books, the untouched dreams. His heart sinks, and a familiar heaviness returns. The kind that tells him to put it off until tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes for the doubtful. You see, the enemy isn't failure. It's hesitation. It's that tiny voice that tells you to wait until you're ready. But here's the truth. No one is ever ready. Doubt doesn't fade with time. It grows with your silence. Morning light breaks through the blinds. He wakes up, exhausted from another night of mental war. His alarm rings. He hits snooze. 5 minutes later, again, then again. Each snooze is a small surrender. The narrator's tone hardens. You don't lose battles in the gym. You don't lose them at work. You lose them in your head before you even start. He drags himself out of bed, splashes water on his face, and stares at the mirror. He doesn't see potential. He sees pressure. Every goal feels too far. Every dream feels too heavy. That's how doubt works. It convinces you the mountain is impossible before you've even taken a step. But look closer. Every champion you admire once stood in this same mirror. They had no certainty, no roadmap, just a decision to keep moving despite doubt. That's the moment where destinies are born, not in the spotlight, but in silent rooms where no one's watching. He sits at his desk again, laptop open, cursor blinking like a heartbeat. Blank screen, empty mind. His phone lights up with notifications, distractions disguised as comfort. 1 click, 2 scrolls, 20 minutes gone. The voice returns, colder now. Doubt doesn't just stop you from acting. It convinces you that waiting is wise. He feels guilty, anxious, and stuck, yet he does nothing. That's a trap. You think you're resting when you're actually retreating. You tell yourself it's not the right time, but the right time doesn't exist. And here's a secret the world won't tell you. The pain of inaction is always heavier than the pain of effort. Every time you avoid action, you dig a deeper hole, one that's harder to climb out of tomorrow. But the moment you move, even a little, the weight starts to lift. Because motion builds belief, and belief kills doubt. Night again. He scrolls once more. Influencers, athletes, creators, all seemingly ahead of him. Their lives look effortless. His feels like a struggle. The comparison burns like acid. The narrator whispers, comparison is the oxygen of doubt. You think you're failing because you're behind, but you're not behind. You're just watching someone else's highlight reel. Doubt feeds on illusions. It makes you forget your own journey and worship someone else's. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. The voice of reason flickers faintly. You're not late. You're just early in your story. No one claps for the chapter where you're struggling. But that's the chapter that builds your foundation. That's where the hero learns to bleed, break, and rebuild. A new morning. He steps outside, hoodie on, eyes focused. The streets are empty, but his mind isn't. He starts to run. The first few steps are shaky, painful, but something inside him shifts. The voice returns, not to taunt, but to test him. You'll quit soon, like before. He doesn't. Step after step, breath after breath. He keeps going. His legs scream, lungs burn, but there's something freeing about it. Because for once, he's moving to the pain instead of running from it. The narrator speaks with power now. You destroy doubt through discipline. Every rep, every mile, every silent promise kept is a bullet through fear's heart. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about self-respect. It's the decision to keep promises you made when you were inspired, even after the mood has left. Weeks pass. He's not there yet, but is better than before. The body's leaner, the mind's sharper, the energy's different. Doubt still visits, but it doesn't stay long anymore. The narrator's tone softens. You don't kill doubt once. You starve it daily by proving it wrong over and over again. He looks back at his old self and realizes the goal was never perfection. It was power, the power to move even when you don't feel like it, the power to keep your head up when life tries to bury you. Confidence isn't built by praise, it's built by proof. And every small victory you create becomes armor against uncertainty. Success begins to show. People notice. Compliments come, and so do critics. Friends laugh. Some distance themselves. Others whisper behind his back. It stings, but the narrator reminds him. The louder you rise, the louder doubt will scream. Not because you're failing, but because you're breaking limits. He realizes something powerful. Most people don't hate your success. They hate their reflection in it. Doubt in others tries to plant itself in you. But you can't let someone else's fear become your truth. The moment you decide to believe in yourself, you declare war on mediocrity, and war never comes without noise. Then comes a hit, a setback, a rejection, a loss. Everything he built feels fragile again. He questions himself, his effort, his purpose. The storm returns, doubt floods in. The voice laughs this time. I told you it wouldn't last. He drops to his knees, defeated. Silence. Then, through clenched teeth, he whispers, No, not this time. The narrator's voice roars now, deep, powerful, raw. Failure doesn't destroy you. Stopping does. Every fall is an invitation to rise stronger. He stands again, battered but burning, because those who destroy doubt don't fear the fall. They fear not trying. Months later, same man, different soul. The eyes are steady. The walk has purpose. Doubt still visits, but it doesn't scare him anymore. It's just a background noise now, like static he's learned to tune out. He's learned that belief isn't something you're born with. It's something you build through scars, setbacks, and second chances. The narrator speaks with conviction. When you fight your own doubt, you don't just change your life, you change your identity. You become someone who no longer needs validation because your proof is in your persistence. Now he inspires others. His story becomes a map for those still stuck in fear. Because when one person destroys doubt, it gives others permission to do the same. Final shot, sunrise. He stands on a rooftop, looking out over the city. The golden light hits his face. The narrator delivers the final message. Doubt is the gatekeeper between who you are and who you could be. Most people stop at the gate, but a few, a rare few, kick it down. He smiles, not because he's won, but because he finally understands. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move anyway. As the music swells, the screen fades to black. The words appear. Destroy doubt. Build belief. Become unstoppable.